Good morning, students. Good morning, math enthusiasts. Today, we are going to discuss some special triangles. We have discussed this already in our previous online meetings or in our module in the first part of the semester in the midterm. That was actually in module 3, probably. So, I would like to reinforce your understanding about special triangles because I would like this to be used as a prerequisite for trigonometric equations, which is going to be our next lesson next week. So there are two special triangles. We have the 30, 60, 90 degrees triangle, and we also have the 45, 45, 90 triangle. Let's start with the 30 degrees. Okay, so opposite to 30 degrees is 1, its adjacent, the square root of 3, and the hypotenuse is 2. Well, it is true because the square of 1 is 1, the square root of 3 is 3, 3 plus 1, 4, square root of 4 is 2. Sine 30 degrees is opposite over hypotenuse. So opposite is 1 and the hypotenuse is 2. So sine 30 degrees is equal to 1/2. So if you can remember in the previous video, I presented sine theta equals 1/2. And we were looking for angle theta. Now, if you are very familiar with special triangles, you would directly say that theta is equal to 30 degrees. There were two possible values, right? Okay, let's have the first value. It was 30 degrees. Now, cos 30 degrees is adjacent divided by hypotenuse. The adjacent is square root of 3 over 2. Tangent 30 degrees is opposite over adjacent. Opposite is 1, adjacent is square root of 3. Now recall in algebra that it is not a final answer if your denominator contain a radical sign. So all you have to do is rationalize your fraction by multiplying it by the radicand because the index is 2. So square root of 3 times 1 is square root of 3. Square root of 3 multiplied by itself is the radicand, 3. So tangent 30 degrees is square root of 3 over 3. Now, cotangent 30 degrees is the reciprocal of tangent 30 degrees, so square root of 3 over 1 or square root of 3. Second 30 degrees is the reciprocal of cosine 30 degrees, which is 2 square root of 3, or we rationalize that again, 2 square root of 3 over 3. Cosecant 30 degrees is the reciprocal of sine 30 degrees. So it's 2 over 1, or 2 over 1 equals 2. So you have to be very familiar with these values. So it would immediately pop up in your mind already when you are looking for an angle measure given those particular function values. So makakam across kag cos theta equals square root of 3 over 2. Oh, that's automatically 30 degrees. You don't have to press your scientific calculator and sometimes become careless and then, of course, obtain a wrong answer. Okay, let's proceed to 60 degrees. Sine 60 degrees is opposite over the hypotenuse, which is square root of 3 over 2. Cos 60 degrees is the adjacent, 1 over 2, which is 1/2. Tangent 60 degrees is opposite over adjacent, which is square root of 3 over 1 or square root of 3. Cotangent 60 degrees is the reciprocal of tangent, which is 1 over square root of 3, or when we rationalize, we have square root of 3 over 3. Second 60 degrees is the reciprocal of cosine 60 degrees, which is 2 over 1 or 2. And cosecant 60 degrees is the reciprocal of sine 60 degrees, which is 2 over square root of 3 or 2 times square root of 3 over 3. So again, be familiar with these function values. So if you come across with tan theta equals square root of 3, automatically angle measure there, which is 60 degrees, could pop up in your mind. Okay, but if it's really that difficult for you, then you can use the scientific calculator anyway. We have here the next special triangle, 45, 45, 90 degrees. Okay, so we have the same angle measure. So sine 45 degrees is opposite over the hypotenuse, which is 1 over square root of 2, or when we rationalize, square root of 2 over 2. That's also the same with cosine. The adjacent and the hypotenuse are the same. So they have the same values, square root of 2 over 2. Okay, so notice that in the 45, 45 degree 90, special triangles, the sine 45 and the cosine 45 have the same function values, as well as the cosecant 45 and the secant 45, as well as the tangent and the cotangent. Okay, so tangent 45 is opposite over adjacent, so 1 over 1 is equal to 1. And that's the same with cotangent 45 degrees. So again, all you have to do is memorize or familiarize man lang. Okay, so suppose you were given sine theta equals square root of 2 over 2. I think it's 45 degrees. Or tan theta equals 1. Oh, that's 45 degrees. So this knowledge of the special triangles will aid you in answering at a shorter span of time or getting the value of angle measures at a shorter span of time. But if you really find it difficult to memorize these values, because there are maybe a lot, there are 18. There are 18 that you are going to memorize. Then anyway, you have the scientific calculator. Okay, thank you very much. That's all for today. Remember, math is easy to learn when one learns with enthusiasm.